wonder why the public is not following this? Because they know what it is. It was something that she did. It was legal. I suspect she didn't want Louie Gohmert rifling through her emails, which seems to me to be a kind of reasonable position for someone to take. So it amounts to, just like everything else before it, it amounts to nothing but a bunch of people flapping their jaws about nothing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're awaiting the arrival of Louie Gohmert, who was referred to there by James Carville. And we do have Congressman Gohmert from the great state of Texas, Vice Chair of the House Crime, Terrorism, and Homeland Security Committee. Also, of course, House Oversight Committee member. Hello, Congressman.
Hey, how are you, Steve?
Good. Good to talk to you. All right, lots to get to here. When you heard James Carville, as I'm sure you have by now, basically, in my view, spill the beans. That Hillary Clinton, he said, let's get to the truth here. She didn't want Louie Gohmert, and of course you're on a certain committee, to be looking into her emails. Do you believe that that's the actual truth? She didn't want accountability?
Well, you know, we all heard of gaffes. In Washington, a gaffe is when you accidentally tell the truth. And I think that's exactly what James Carville did. He accidentally told the truth. Yes, she did not want any congressional oversight. That was the bottom line. It was a gaffe when he accidentally spoke the truth. She didn't want anybody to be able to look over her emails. But unfortunately for her, it is something that is required of Congress to have oversight. When she was a senator, it was important that she have a phone that was dedicated only to campaign things, because you can't use a government phone for campaign or personal stuff. And then you have a government phone. But she blended the two, and when you're in an appointed office, you don't have to worry about a campaign. You're in government service.
Right.
So those should not have been private. Those should have been public. And when you find out that there were all these terrible things happen, like at Benghazi, and she has a long period of silence there, then you know she had communications going somewhere that she's decided not to disclose.
Congressman, I only wanted to interrupt because I want to move to another issue related to Hillary, and we have short on time. The State Department finally ponied up today and said they have no record of her signing this separation document, which if she had signed and then saying I handed over all the documents and then didn't hand them over for 2 years or 2+ years, it would have been perjury. So it took them 2 weeks. They have no record of it. But they also went out of their way to say that her predecessors, they can't find those documents either. So what's your take on that?
Well, as a former judge, I would look at the words, they have no records. They didn't say she didn't sign it. And they didn't say we didn't have somebody destroy something. We're just saying right now, we do not have one that we can find. Is the
State Department using Clinton speak?
Yes, it would certainly appear so. They should have been able to say either she did or she didn't. If she did, there would be people who knew she did. There would be witnesses who could verify that she did. And then they could say, well, we know she signed one. There are witnesses, but we can't find it. If she didn't, and they would know that she didn't, then, and she could tell them, no, I never signed that, then they could come out and say they never signed. But that's not what they're saying. They're saying, basically, we can't find one right now.
Right.
So
one more, Congressman. We got a minute left here. The Israeli elections, the polls have closed, and the exit polls show the race is too close to call. In fact, one exit poll has Netanyahu's Likud party leading over Herzog's Zionist Union 28-27. If Netanyahu hangs on and wins, what do you think they're going to be doing at the White House tonight?
It's not going to be pleasant, and based on what they've done, when this White House wants to go after people, they don't quit till they get you. And so we're going to have Congress stand up for Israel, because obviously this White House is going to still have their stinger out for Israel.
Yeah, and you know, the agreement, the whole thing, the Iran agreement, it's just a big mess. Hey, look, too short. Great to talk to you. You got to come back soon, okay,
great
sir?
To talk. You bet, Steve.
All
Always
right.
love talking to you. Thank you.
Me too. Take care. Louie Gohmert, ladies and gentlemen, who is unafraid, and I love that. And you heard what he had to say about James Carville committing a gaffe, accidentally telling the truth that Hillary wanted no congressional oversight as Secretary of State, and that's why she used her own server. When we come back, the FCC commissioner, chairman rather, testified today at Congress. We'll have Commissioner Mr. Pai, don't go away, Ajit Pai.